Just ask yourself, are you wealthy?
Simple truth of the world is that in most games,
Someone to win. Well, someone has to lose.
Yes, that is a star-studded cast in the biographical comedy drama called The Laundromat, from Antonio Banderas to Gary Oldman and the one and only Meryl Streep. This film is based on the real-life 2016 document dump known as the Panama Papers. And our own Nicole Cervinas spoke with the stars to find out about the tone of this film and, of course, working with Meryl Streep. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Dee. Yeah, so let me tell you, this cast was stellar. It was such an interesting film. What I specifically really loved about it was that Antonio Banderas and Gary Oldman play the narrators of the film. So it's a bit of a different perspective, and they're kind of in and out of that role.
Okay.
So it was a unique experience for them. Well, that's what they told me.
I mean, it was a lot for me to get my mouth around some of the stuff, and harder for him because it's a very dense, complex dialogue and it's his second language.
And the words are enormous for me because this is very technical movie, so I have to learn very technical words and idioms and bear shares, offshore company.
You nailed it. I think you got it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Occasionally he would say to me, can you, I tell you what, we got this...
Swap lines.
Yeah, it's a little easier for you to say than, so you say that and I say, okay, you have that bit and I'll say this bit.
That's very smart. Sort it all out, right?
There's confusion over who has to pay.
Absolutely. The two of them had really undeniable chemistry on screen, and you could really see that in the film. One of the things, I'm sorry, I'm like looking at my notes here because there's so many good things about this film that I can't quite articulate what I love most about it. But they said what attracted them to the film was obviously the subject matter, but in turn, it was also really funny. Like, I was laughing the whole time.
Based on a real-life story, which could have taken a serious turn, but I like the fact that they infused it with fun. Let's take a listen.
It's a complex and dense subject, and I found myself, even though it's dark and serious, laughing. It's a great sort of delivery system, rather than it be a film about, journalists investigating corruption, and we've sort of kind of seen it.
The movie is actually going to produce more questions than answers. It's a reflections about what is happening, not only in Panama, but in many different places of the world. It's almost impossible to understand everything. A trial like that, it will take probably years of paperwork to understand precisely who is who and what did what and who is behind this. It's
true.
Almost impossible. So the only thing that we can do is just to tell the people what is your participation in all of this. Meanwhile, let's just laugh about it because it's laughable.
It's crazy.
Okay, Nick, enough about them. Love them and all. We need to talk about Meryl Streep and what they had to say about working with her. She's an icon.
She's an icon, and she was receiving the Tribute Icon Award that night, actually, so her co-stars obviously had only amazing things to say about her.
Awesome.
She's just so down to earth, and that carries through in her roles, that carries through when you see her. She's just a beautiful person.
This is a woman that has 21 nominations for the Academy Award, 31 nominations for the Globe, 15 nominations for the BAFTA Award. So all the records, as you can imagine, I think the people know, but I can certify, is that she is an amazing human being. She is wonderful with everybody on the set. It doesn't matter who you are, if you are a technician or you are the main actor.
What was amazing working with her is just how passionate she still is about the art form. She's 100% committed, focused. It really was inspiring.
Looking forward to it, Nick. We should mention you might need to do your laundry soon because you're at a cornhole competition working up a sweat. So while you go to the laundromat, we're going to check out The Laundromat, the movie.
We're going to watch it.
Exactly. It's in select theaters now and it hits Netflix October 18th. Thanks so much, Nick.
Thanks, Dee.